Good morning to you all. I am Dr. C. Muthukumar, Head in the Department of Chemistry, JJ College of Arts and Science, Pudukkottai. Today we are going to see about proteins and their classifications. What are proteins? Found in all living cells. It is a nitrogenous complex. It contains carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen and sulfur. It's a combination of amino acids. It has high molecular weight. Classification of proteins. Proteins are most conveniently classified on the basis of their physical properties like solubility and composition. Accordingly, they are classified into three main groups. One is simple proteins, second one is conjugated proteins, third one is derived proteins. Each of these main groups is subdivided into number of subgroups. When we take simple proteins, it is divided into 7 subgroups like albumin, globulin, glutalin, prolamins or gliadins, scleroprotein or albuminoids, histones and protamines. If we take conjugated proteins, it has nucleoproteins, phosphoproteins, mucoprotein and glycoprotein, chromoprotein, lipoprotein and metalloprotein. If we take derived proteins, it has two subdivided group like primary derivatives and secondary derivatives. First one is simple protein. These proteins yield on hydrolysis only alpha amino acids. The subgroups of simple proteins are described as albumin and globulin, glutalin and gliadin, scleroproteins or albuminoids, histones and protamines. First, we will see about albumin and globulin. These are typical examples of simple protein. They contain most of amino acids. Their characteristic property is coagulation on heating. They differ from one another in their solubility. Albumin is soluble in water whereas globulin is insoluble in water. Both albumin and globulin are soluble in dilute neutral solutions of salts and alkalis. Another difference is that albumins are precipitated from solution of full saturated with ammonium sulfate whereas globulins are precipitated by off saturations with ammonium sulfate. Sources are albumin, egg albumin, myoglobins of muscles, serum albumins and lactoalbumin of milk. Animal source for globulin are the same as for albumin, namely globulin of egg, myoglobin of muscles, serum globulin and lactoglobulin of milk. Plant sources for both albumin and globulins are same. They are present in the legumen of the peas and beans in cereals. Glutalin and gliadin. It is also known as prolamins. Both glutalin and gliadin are present in cereals, especially wheat. They form the proteins of wheat. The duff made of wheat flour contains starch, glutalin and gliadin. It is the gliadin in the wheat flour that forms the sticky mass and binds together the particles of glutamine, starch, etc. to give the duff. Both glutalin and gliadin contain large amounts of glutamic acid. Glutalins are insoluble in water and absolute alcohol but soluble in dilute alkalis and acids. Gliadin contains a high concentration of amino acid prolamine and therefore it is also known as proline. It contains a large amount of amide nitrogen and found also as zine of corn. Gliadins are insoluble in water and absolute alcohol but soluble in dilute alcohol, that is 70 to 80% alcohol, dilute acids and alkalis. Scleroproteins are albuminoids. These are characterized by great solubility and insolubility in water and salt solutions. They are called albuminoids because they are essentially similar to albumin and globulins. They form most of the supporting structures of animals. Example is collagen in cartilage and white fibrous connective tissues, osin in bones and dentin in teeth, keratin in hair, nails, hooves and horns. Keratins have high sulfur content mainly in the form of amino acid cysteine. Keratins are readily soluble in alkaline sulfides and such solutions are used in the manufacture of hair removing preparations. Partial hydrolysis of collagen by steam gives a soluble product called gelatin. Next one is histones. Histones are more complex than prolamins. They are basic proteins and contain fairly large amount of amino acid histidine. They are soluble in water but insoluble in ammonium hydroxide. They are not readily coagulated by heat. They occur in the globulin of hemoglobin, nucleoproteins and spermatozoa of fish. The next one is protamines. These are simplest of proteins and contain about 8 amino acids. They are soluble in water and are not coagulated by heat. They are basic in nature and this is due to the preponderance of amino acid arginine. Protamines are found in association with nucleic acid in the sperm cells of certain fish. The second one is conjugated proteins. These are proteins composed of simple protein combined with some non-protein substances known as prosthetic groups. They are classified according to the nature of the non-protein groups or the prosthetic groups to which the proteins are attached. First one is nucleoproteins. These are compounds of protein with nucleic acid. The protein moiety is usually simple protein like protamines and histones. Nucleoproteins are important compounds found in the protoplasm and nuclei. They are also constituents of chromatin. The second one is phosphoproteins. These are proteins containing phosphoric acid in organic combination, that is, phosphoric acid is linked to the hydroxyl group of certain amino acids like serine in the protein. Examples of phosphoproteins are casein in milk, vitellin in egg. They contain about 1% of phosphorus. Phosphoproteins are sparingly soluble in water and dilute acids but readily soluble in even dilute alkalis. The third one is glycoproteins and mucoproteins. These proteins are composed of simple proteins and are combined with carbohydrates like mucopolysaccharides which include hyaluronic acid and chlorine sulfate. On hydrolysis, mucopolysaccharides yield amino sugars, hexamine and uronic acid. The distinction between glycoproteins and mucoproteins is based on the amount of carbohydrate. Mucoproteins contain more than 4% hexamine. Glycoproteins contain less than 4% hexamine. They are important constituents of the ground substance of the connective tissues and are present in tendons, bones, cartilage, cervical fluid and muscles membrane. They are found in mucin, mucocytes and certain proteins in the plasma which migrate electrophoretically with alpha 1 and alpha 2 globulins. They are also found in gonadotrophic hormone. The next one is chromoproteins. These proteins contain certain heterocyclic compounds like porphyrin as the prosthetic group. This porphyrin combined with metal giving rise to colored proteins are chromoproteins. Examples of chromoproteins are hemoglobin, melanoprotein, flavonoprotein, cytochrome and chlorophyll. The fifth one is lipoproteins. These are proteins conjugated with lipids such as neutral fat, phospholipids and cholesterol. The sixth one is metalloproteins. These proteins contain metal as their prosthetic groups. Example ferritin contains iron, ceruloplasmin contains copper, and carbonic anhydride as enzyme protein contains zinc. The third main division is derived proteins. These proteins derived from the sample protein are conjugated proteins by the action of acids, alkalis, enzymes. They are products resulting from partial to the complete hydrolysis of proteins. They include two types of derivatives, namely primary derivatives and secondary derivatives. Primary derivatives like metaproteins, which are denaturation products of proteins resulting from the action of heat, acids, alkalis on proteins. They are heat coagulable. The secondary derivatives are obtained at a large stage of hydrolysis. Examples of proteoses, peptones, peptides, and diketopiperazines. Proteoses. These are not coagulated by heat but precipitated by saturated solutions. Proteoses are further subdivided into primary proteoses, which are precipitated by half saturation with ammonium sulfate, and secondary proteoses, which are precipitated by full saturation with ammonium sulfate. Peptones. These are products of further hydrolytic decomposition. They are soluble in saturated salt solutions and therefore are not precipitated even by full saturation with ammonium sulfate. They are not coagulable by heat. The third one is peptide. These are products derived at a still larger stage of hydrolysis. They are made up of two or more amino acids and are not coagulable by heat. They are soluble in saturated salt solution and are not precipitated by saturated ammonium sulfate solutions. The last one is diketopiperazines. These are cyclic anhydrides of two amino acids. So far we have seen about the classification of proteins. Thank you.